the other side, UNCW, led by their head coach now in her second season, Nicole Woods. Underway here in Chapel Hill alongside Joel James. I'm Kyle Stroud. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night as Ustby will get into the lane, gets her own miss, and the putback is going to roll off.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of like off the graphics, the same drive to the right hand, using her shoulder, get to the basket, get in contact, get fouled.
Season ago, Ustby, as a senior then, second on the team in scoring, 12.5 points per game. But like you said in the open, just kind of does it all. Had 9.5 rebounds as well for the Tar Heels. And it wasn't too shabby at the free throw line, knocking down just under 60%.
Exactly, yeah. She's a, like you said, she's a do-it-all player. She's very experienced, very poised. She's gonna have to do a hard job, well, air ball on that one. But she's gonna have to lead by example. Hopefully, they don't follow example on that right there. But she's gonna have to lead this team by example and bring that poise and experience.
Tar Heels pick up full court pressure. Talked with Coach Banghart a couple of days ago, and I asked her, I said, with a different roster and something that she told us was a more athletic roster, you're gonna play different defenses. And she said, probably. She's not going to be happy with that, but one thing is they don't want to allow easy access across midcourt.
For sure. And Donarski is usually a really good defender on ball. That one right there is just a miscommunication on the pick and roll situation. I'm sorry, on the screen situation that caused that easy basket.
Hall with the basket for UNCW. Grad transfer. Carolina with another miss. Offensive rebound, though. Already 2 in the game. Ustby for 3.
And even though Gotham missed that shot, look for Carolina to try to establish her early in the game.
Holyfield gets the rebound and picks up the foul over the back against Carolina. UNCW 0-1 on the season, coming off of a 99-57 loss to another ACC team. Started off against Virginia Tech, as you see their starting lineup there.
Yeah, talking to Coach about that loss, she explained literally they needed to be better in all facets of the game. You know, and one of the things about that is just literally not turning the ball over. The Hokies scored 65 points in the paint, and a lot of that was from transition baskets and just easy layups because they just turned the ball over.
Former Tar Heels Aliyah blocked by Gakdang. Carolina off and running the other way.
Yeah, Gakdang knew exactly what she was going to do. Like I said, former teammate of hers, so she knows her moves. So Relia's going to have to be kind of crafty and figuring out ways to score.
Great bounce pass from Townsend to find her low. For Gakdang, her second season, a transfer originally from Boston College.
It's crazy, the new age of the ACC, so many, and the transfer portal, so many players can just leave from one ACC school to hop into another ACC school.
UNCW looking for the backdoor cut, gives it away in transition. Carolina not going to finish, but another offensive rebound, and this time Gakdang will go to the free throw line.
Seahawks foul is called on number 0, Alexandra Zelaya. First, second team foul.
Great read and find by Townsend, threading the needle through 2 defenders for Gakdang for the easy finish.
Second trip to the free throw line already for Carolina. For Gakdang, a 62% free throw shooter last year in her first season with Carolina.
Yeah, and even though she's 62%, her form looks pretty good. So I look to see it rise up a little bit more in her statistics this year. And right on cue, she made the second one.
Donarski on that full court pressure.
Ooh, that was almost an easy bucket again. Tar Heels are going to have to clean up that.
Donarski stays with Hall to the right handle, fade away, got a piece of it. Carolina out and in transition again.
Great job by Donarski, not allowing those hands to fall and get that foul.
And hits the 3 on the other end.
That's her spot on the floor. She's so efficient in that spot, right at the break, that fast court 3-point shot.
Had 2 threes last time for the Tar Heels, was the leading 3-point shooter a season ago.
You know, talking with Coach Banghart over the past couple games, he said that even Donarski was the best shooter on the team last year. Look to her to have some competition this year. A lot of girls can get out and shoot that 3 ball really well.
Ustby gets the rebound, shows her versatility, takes it all the way down court. Will be fouled going up with the left hand.
Seahawks foul is called.
Another look at Carolina in transition. They're not going to be attacking the basket always.
No, not at all. Carolina wants to play fast as they can, possibly can, from three-point line to three-point line. If they can push the ball fast as they can from three-point line to three-point line, good things will happen.
Coach Bagnard told us, if you come to a practice and you see the two halves of the court and there's three-pointers being shot, there's maybe only one player on their team that's not participating in that drill this
Exactly. It is a team affair. It's a family affair. They're all shooting them.
Ustby missed the first one and the second as well. Just 1 for 4 from the free throw line early. As UNCW is going to turn this one over. Good pressure from Towson.
Even though Ustby missed those 2 free throws, I love her aggression. So far, she's been to the line 2 times already, taking the ball strong to the basket, being aggressive. And she's already gotten UNCW's center in foul trouble with 2 fouls.
We talked about Crisp in the open, but the other transfer up on that screen, Grace Towson, the shoes she's filling as a transfer at the point guard spot are really big, and to have somebody with experience, it's got to be huge.
It's huge. You know, experience is the biggest thing in basketball. Fantastic stat by Ustby. There you go. Right at that elbow post option. She catches the ball, makes a great read, great bounce pass back door.
Miller picks up her dribble, a little bit of trouble. Bailed out as Hollifield comes around. UNCW first bucket of the game, haven't scored since though. It's an 8-0 Carolina run. A whistle down low, Donarski going to get the foul here. Take a look, as a big, you've got to appreciate the passing here.
I love it, I appreciate it. And I also appreciate how hard Donarski cut back door. That pass is not open if Donarski's lollygagging and taking her time cutting back door. She moved with a purpose, got her shoulders past her defender, and got an easy bucket.
Shot clock reset to 20. Quick open look off the inbounds, off the mark though, as Hollifield couldn't get the basket.
Look at Ustby, showing her versatility. Rebounding the ball, bringing it up the floor, passing to an assist. Great seal and post by Gotham for the easy pass.
Already 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a point for Ustby as Carolina has the early lead. Tar Heels, a top 25 team coming into this season, but in a loaded ACC, that doesn't really necessarily mean that you're going to be at the top of the conference. And you see there, Carolina picked to finish 6th this year in the ACC.
Yeah, the ACC is a gauntlet for women's basketball. It is top to bottom, really, really competitive. You have really good players. You have potential National Player of the Year over at Notre Dame.
It's gotten even better. You saw Stanford on that list, picked 7th this season, as they're one of 3 newcomers with SMU and Cal. Still haven't quite gotten used to that, but you know, with all the sports, it's coming around.
It's a little wild.
Out of the UNCW timeout, a couple of turnovers already for the Seahawks, and you pointed something out to me about them offensively in the break.
Yeah, exactly. So they kind of have a hangover from last game where they put up a lot of bad shots and let the easy runouts for Virginia Tech. And you can see right now that they're trying to be tentative, searching for the perfect shot as opposed to shooting a good shot. And so right now I think they need to calm down, shoot shots when they're open, stop overpassing.
Ustby misses the triple, a little bit short on that one. 1 and done on the trip for the Tar Heels. And the Seahawks will get into their offense again. So far, just 1 of 6 from the floor. Good drive from Henderson, couldn't finish, but a whistle. It's going to give it to Carolina.
Oh, I don't like that. I'm of the old school. If it's a battle down there, let the bigs play. Bigs are going to be bigs. Let them play, let them push, let them grab. As long as they're respectful, no blood, no foul. Let it play.
It's like the schoolyard, right? No blood, no foul.
Street rules.
Let's keep playing. Check ball. couple of subs for the Tar Heels. Crisp into the game for the first time, a freshman.
Carolina's really trying to attack that inside with Gokdang posting up. And she's doing a really good job posting up, showing her numbers, getting big, getting wide, and Carolina's taking advantage of it.
Her second season with Carolina, and I got to imagine that the longer you're with a team, which is harder as a transfer, but the longer you're with a team and with a coach, more comfortable you become in that system.
Yeah, for sure. Her second year here, I'm sure she feels like she's one of the normal girls. But like you said in the opening, after the first game, the jitters are out. Now she's really playing basketball, posting up. She knows it's for real, it's serious. She's trying to take it serious, posting up, showing her teammates that she can be an option for her.
But Carolina already their 4th trip to the free throw line here in the first quarter. Just 3 of 7 so far, though. Gokdang, this is that one. 2 for 4 for her and 3 for 8 for Carolina. 10-point UNC lead. If you're joining us a little late, it was 2-1 UNCW. It's an 11-0 Carolina run, though, over the last 4 minutes.
Wow.
Gonna get Ustby on the foul.
I thought that was pretty marginal. I thought she did a good job of sliding her feet, staying down.
Isis Finch trying to get to the basket.
You heard the saying, the rich get richer. Carolina just subs out Gokdang, 6'4" Gokdang, brings in 6'5" Blanca Thomas.
Thomas, the freshman out of Charlotte for North Carolina. For Courtney Banghart's team, that list of freshmen, there's 5 of them on the team this year.
Yeah.
Had a little bit of tough luck last year with a couple of them getting injured and not playing as true freshmen.
Yep.
But that pays off now where you've got some experience in some of those freshmen.
Yep. It's a gift and a curse. When you get hurt as a freshman, you have the ability to redshirt. It's a gift because you get to see there, you get to be in a program, get to know your teammates, know the coaches, know their expectations. But the downside is you don't get to play. But talking to Coach Banghart, this is a great group of girls. They love each other. They love being around each other. They love working hard. They love getting better every day. So I'm sure that even though they had the red shirt last year, they got better.
Sierra Toomey and Layla Hull, the 2 who had the red shirt. Toomey on the defense there as that one goes out of bounds. 3rd turnover from UW this evening.
Yeah. 3 freshmen on the floor right now for Coach Banghart.
Grant, Kelly, Crisp, Toomey, Thomas for the Tar Heels. With the left hand, this is Kelly, tries to get the finish through contact, and this is going to go to UNCW, last touch by the Tar Heels.
UNCW doing a little bit of a better job of, in their set defense, they're doing a better job of keeping Carolina in front of them, not allowing them to get easy shots.
Henderson brings the ball up court. Grant on the defense. King, Hall, Miller, and Peloy out there for UNCW.
Great screen.
Hall from just beyond the free throw line, a little bit strong. Rebound tracked down by Thomas. Carolina cross midcourt quickly. Up-tempo is the way that Courtney Banghart wants this team to play this season. And an illegal screen against Carolina.
Offensive foul.
That's a tough one.
Number 30, Blanca Thomas, on the illegal screen. Their first.
Yeah. And right there, it's a little bit of both players' fault. Thomas wasn't completely set, and Chris didn't wait for her to get set. So it's a bang-bang call, but it's an easy call for the ref to see. Great back, wow, great hands.
Kelly knocks it away from King. Carolina with numbers, dishes to the right. And a finish. Crisp is on the board.
Great job getting in transition, making an easy play. Simple play, you reward your teammate for running hard.
Carolina already with 8 fast break points. Take another look at this one, and it's created with high pressure.
High pressure, active hands. I spoke about it their first game. Carolina, if you notice, none of the players' hands for Carolina are down by their side. All of their hands are active, out and wide. Easy, when you have active hands, you get pick up easy loose balls and steals.
Also entering for the Tar Heels number
4 turnovers for UNCW. Carolina's turned it into 5 points. And have controlled the rebounding margin, which you expected, but it's the offensive glass that has been surprising already for Carolina with 3 offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of following the misses, having their nose to the rim, tracking the ball, making contact early.
Henderson at the line. Had 13 points in their opening game. That led the way for the Seahawks. She knocks those 2 down.
Yep.
Much needed points right there for the Seahawks. It had been almost 6 minutes since they scored.
Yeah, talking to Coach Woods last game, that was their bright spot.
Here's some pressure from the Seahawks. Tar Heels do a good job of breaking it, and then off the dribble, the foul going to be coming on the floor.
Seahawk foul is called on number 24.
Toomey trying to get around the corner on Pelayo.
When you talk about it, Toomey being aggressive from the jump, she's trying to work her way back from injury. If you think about it, she hasn't played basketball, a live game, in 600 days.
Yeah, you got to go back to her high school season.
High school game. She hasn't played a game that mattered in 600 days. So she's a work in progress. And talking to Coach Banghart, she has this thing. She's saying, we're trying to hit singles with her. Hit singles, build on that. And that right there was actually her first collegiate point.
Toomey was actually Pennsylvania missed basketball as a senior before getting that injury, missing all of last season. Battle for the rebound. Pelayo, jump ball. It'll stay with the Seahawks. Point lead here in the first for Carolina. Tough pass. Nearly taken away by the Tar Heels. Pressure kept on by Hull. Another jump ball, and this one will go to the
Great job
Heels.
by Hull. Sticking her nose in there, being active, grabbing that, making it a jump ball.
Hull, the redshirt freshman out of Zionsville, Indiana. 5 points, 3 rebounds last time out.
And if I'm not mistaken, she was Miss Indiana?
That's correct.
The rich get richer. Very, very highly decorated player on this Carolina team, so they're very talented.
Down low, Toomey is going to be blocked. Good defense there from Pelayo. The Seahawks turned it into offense. Miller picks up the dribble, has to get it back to Hall.
Carolina has stifling defense right now. Great backdoor cut.
Has it knocked away, though. Good help defense. That was Zubek, the freshman, who came over and knocked it away. Hesitation from Grant. Little Euro step off the glass. Toomey with an offensive rebound and a putback.
Sierra Toomey, first official bucket in college. You can see the excitement on her teammates' face. You know she's so excited inside right now.
Hall into the paint. High off the glass, can't get it to go. Toomey with another rebound. Tar Heels pushing the pace, a little under a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Young group out there for Courtney Banghard's team. Opening for Zubek, and she's going to go to the line.
Great reject of the screen by Zubek. Way to set her up. Fake one way, reject it. Come across with this kiss, the soft kiss in the floater. Great focus and great finish.
Freshman out of Mount Iron, Minnesota. Played 13 minutes off the bench in her debut against Elon. Scored 2 points.
And Coach Banghart talked about it in our pre-game conversations. This team doesn't have a designated scorer. Everyone is a threat. Everyone can score the ball. Everyone is a live player on the court. And that just goes to show you.
And that's nice going into games where you can not have to rely on one person. Somebody else can pick up the slack if somebody's having an off night. But how does that work on a team when you're in a tight game and you need a big bucket? Who do you look to in that room?
That's a great question. And honestly, it comes down to maturity of the team. You have to have maturity in your players where you know that, hey, who is our leader? Seek out our leader. Who is our best player? You have to have an honest conversation with yourself. Is that person the best player? Should they be taking a shot or not? And that's where it comes down to maturity, and self-sacrifice. Those are some of the key ingredients that pour into having good teams.
Is that something you've seen on teams where it can change throughout a year, natural progression?
Definitely, definitely. And, you know, honestly, right now, just because of the start of the season, a lot of them are still vying for that role, you know, to be the second best player on the team besides Ustby. It's trying to figure out who's going to be that person to be the second go-to.
Hall able to pull it here way down low, can't get it to go. Neither can Toomey after the offensive rebound. And then Hull with a late foul reaching in.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a frustration foul. You know, she missed that easy turnaround jump shot and just tried to reach in and get a second chance at it, but picked up a stupid foul.
And is that the biggest adjustment for freshman bigs, is being down low, having moves that maybe worked or were easier at high school,
yep.
Now not as easy, and you can get frustrated by that?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And it's honestly because as the game goes, players get bigger, and you get to this level, there are players your size down there. So, like you say, those same moves that you might have done in high school that would have worked, you're shooting over a 6'4" person just as big as you, and so they're just as good as you. So you just got to work on your touch and work on your timing of everything.
Seahawks still haven't had a field goal in almost 9 minutes, but getting some work done at the free throw line. 3 off, rattles in and out. UNCW in transition. Good job getting back by Carolina on defense.
Great job.
Seahawks will set up for one shot.
One thing I will say about UNCW is they're being aggressive. They're being physical. They're not going to get pushed around in this game.
Henderson all the way to the basket. She's going to draw the foul.
Foul is called on number 0, Lady Grant. That is her first.
Grant, the freshman out of Midlothian, Virginia, on defense there.
Taylor Henderson.
Henderson with 3 points, leading the way for the Seahawks. All 3 coming from the free throw line.
That's a jinx.
Broadcasters jinx, you're new to this, but get used to it. It happens every time. Able to make good on the second. Seahawks as a team, 5 of 8 from the free throw line. A lot of free throws here in this first quarter. 19 combined between the two. Carolina last second 3, just off the back iron. Grant a little bit strong.
Great driving kick.
Carolina in the country for that field. And Courtney Banghart said, absolutely, go do you. Thank you for your time here. And that's a great story and a great thing to keep in mind as they hit a 3 coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, and that just shows the characteristics and the culture that Courtney Banghart is creating here at Carolina. It's all about love. It's all about respect for one another. And like you say, Zelaya spent 4 years here and wanted the opportunity to pursue her careers in marine biology, and UNCW is the perfect place to go.
And, you know, we asked her, we said, is it good terms? Is everybody cool with each other? And she said, with a chuckle, she said, you know, you don't last 4 years and not have good terms and like people still. And that rang very true.
That's so true, especially in this day and age with the portal, where guys can literally have a bad month at a school and decide they want to leave and they'll be allowed to go.
Miller gets into the lane, leaves that one short. Carolina out and running. Towson had to put on the brakes. Donarski, step back 3.
Donarski with a quick trigger. Nice job of relocating, getting her feet set again once she made that pump fake dribble. Great shot.
Season ago, a 34% three-point shooter as Gakdang gets the block.
Talking about that safety net of always having a 6'4" player over at Carolina on the defensive end. Gakdang coming over, making the block. Staying tall, only blocking the ball. No body contact. Great job.
For Gakdang, just 7 minutes of action so far, but 8 points, 3 rebounds, and a block for Carolina. And she's going to knock that one away. Nearly got a steal.
Yeah, she's a lot more aggressive this time around.
Dobson can't finish. Offensive rebound. Put back, no good. Ball still loose. And it's Donarski coming away with it. Towson to Donarski. Ustby with good deep positioning in the paint. Can't finish with the left hand, and a good rebound from the guard, Dobson.
She sort of just short armed that one right there. Whoa.
That one's going to be thrown away. Henderson trying to drive baseline. Good defense from Carolina. Pace is a little bit quicker here. A couple minutes gone in the second quarter.
I guaranteed Coach Wood in our huddle said, hey guys, we got to pick up the pace. Right now we're playing a little too slow. We need to get more attempts at the basket.
Carolina shooting just 41% so far in the game, 9 of 22 from the field. Deep three off the back iron, and a loose ball picked up by UNCW.
Great box out by UNCW. If you notice, that ball dropped on the floor and bounced twice before someone got it. That's textbook boxing out.
Near side trying to get that ball down low, and another good play from Gokdang. Trying to get it to Finch.
And Finch had a great job on initial position, but she let go of her position and tried to go after the ball, and that allowed Gokdang to stick her hand in there and deflect it away.
3 off the inbound for Holyfield. She had the first basket of the game for either team. Can't get that one to fall though. 15-point lead for the Tar Heels, second game of the season.
Now UNCW's in the zone.
Gokdang falling, gets it to Ustby, and it's going to be off of Ustby. Turnover by the Tar Heels.
A little bit of miscommunication right there. Called Gokdang to have a bad positioning for that post up.
Towson with full court pressure as Hall brings it across midcourt. A couple of points and a rebound for Hall in 7 minutes in the first quarter.
And just to mention your talking point about the full court pressure, Carolina's doing a great job of really hounding the ball. And they're taking turns of picking up full court. 1 minute is Donarski, 1 minute is Ustby, other time is Towson. They're doing a great job of always keeping someone on the ball, keeping the dribbler preoccupied.
Corner three for Kelly is good.
Reniya Kelly.
Got 9 points in the game over Charleston Southern. Her first basket tonight.
And Issa Smith pregame, I literally watched her for 15 minutes work on that exact move. That's a great shot.
Looking for an answer on the other end. That one is going to be UNCW ball. Thought maybe Fitch had got a piece of it, but going to stay with the Seahawks.
And if I'm UNCW, I'm going right back to Issa Smith. She just scored a bucket. She's being aggressive. Let's see what happens. See if you can find some type of a run within her.
Hall picks up her dribble.
Right now, UNCW is being too stagnant. If you look around, everyone's looking and watching the ball. Everyone's cutting and moving.
Hall able to get herself some room in the paint. She's got 5. And a turnover.
Offensive foul is called number 5. Reniya Kelly.
Gonna hit Gokdang with the foul.
The second quarter, we enter the game for the Seahawks, number 4, Tia Dobson.
Just trying to push around too much. Tar Heels have the Seahawks doubled up, and there's a steal.
And right
Kelly
there,
just took that one away from Dobson.
right there again, that full court pressure. They're being aggressive. They're really hounding the ball. Carolina knows they can get a lot of easy buckets off turnovers. That's what they're doing. They're staying in their face.
It was already the 5th steal for the Tar Heel defense.
And entering for the Tar Heels, number 34, Thomas.
Turnovers continue to be an issue for UNCW. 8 in the game. Carolina has turned those into 7 points so far. Ustby on the baseline. Wide open, corner 3, Kelly. Can't knock this one down. There's Ustby on the offensive glass. She's going to be fouled from behind. Going to get Henderson on that one. That'll be her first.
Foul is called on number 2, Taylor Henderson.
They're lucky because Ustby was just about to make that bounce pass assist to Blanca Thompson for the layup.
Shoot 2 for the Tar Heels, number 1, Alyssa Ustby.
We'll send Ustby to the free throw line. Just 1 for 4 so far tonight. Good on the first. It's interesting, though, with the foul shooter, Courtney Banghart has all 4 other players over there to chat with them, not worried about getting a rebound. That's something I imagine just because you're in game 2.
No, of course. And it's because that pressure defense, Ustby could have easily been the one to pick up the ball on defense and have everyone back. So it really didn't matter in that point.
16-point lead, biggest of the game for Carolina. Fitch for 3 straight away. Donarski with the rebound. Doesn't matter who rebounds it for Carolina. Eyes are immediately up court.
Up court, everyone has the green light to push the ball.
Toomey with the offensive rebound. Can't get the putback. Fitch.
And that's just part of Carolina versatility. Pretty much everyone besides Blanca Thomas has the ability to take the ball and start the break off a rebound.
Hall able to weave through some traffic but can't finish.
Whoa. Ustby got away with a push foul right there.
Kelly with another triple, her second of the quarter.
Reniya Kelly.
She's got 6 in the game, second for Carolina. 33-14 lead as the Tar Heels start to get some separation. Their 4th 3 of the game, and they come in transition. Last season, Courtney Banger and the Tar Heels made another appearance in the NCAA tournament. Gave them a top 25 ranking coming into this year and some high expectations. But you got to expect that when you have 3 returners, one of which, Alyssa Ustby, a preseason All-ACC member.
Exactly. So much is given, much is expected. You know, they've been given this higher ranking, and it's expected them to go out there and compete and put wins up and put numbers on the board.
Just under 5 to go here in the second quarter. It's been a little bit of a sloppy shooting performance for both teams as Toomey is whistled for a foul, but that's got to be expected early in the season, a little bit of rust.
Yeah, I agree. And it's a little bit of, it's a clash. So Carolina's trying to impose their will of aggression and picking them up full court and trying to get steals early up the floor. And UNCW is trying to say, hey, no, we're not going to allow you to do that. We're going to be aggressive on the defensive end and foul you and not let you post us up and be scrappy.
Carolina almost got their 6th steal. Won't be a steal, but it'll be a turnover. 10th of the game against UNCW.
Yep. And like I said, active hands. You know, someone got in there with active hands, called that turnover happen.
Grant running the point. Here's Ustby to the right hand.
UNCW.
Your side 3, a little bit strong. Toomey will go to the free throw line. Excuse me, that's Thomas.
Thomas done a great job staying on offensive boards, using her size, grabbing that rebound, using a power move to create space to get a shot attempt up.
Thomas, a freshman out of Charlotte, 8 points, 6 rebounds, and her Tar Heel debut in the win over Charleston Southern. That win for Carolina in their season opener makes it a perfect 6-0 in their first game of the season with Courtney Banghart as the head coach.
Great job. Thompson has a really good shooting stroke for a center, 6'5".
Missed the first, makes the second. Puts Carolina at 8 for 15 from the free throw line for the game. Into some traffic and just forced that one up with the right hand. That was Henderson. Carolina's out and running. Here's Donarski.
Henderson trying to avoid Thomas in the block. She just lost control of the ball and shot a wild shot.
Donarski passed up the three, got a better one for Grant, and she knocks it down.
Exactly.
Ustby into the body of Hall, who was trying to drive it away. Take another look at this one. Wide open, got to knock those down.
Fantastic. And Donarski was unselfish and gave that easy shot up for an even great shot.
So we talked about it a little bit earlier with Courtney Banghart's team having so many three-point shooters this year.
Yep.
Is that a shot that last year Donarski maybe doesn't pass up?
Yep. Because last year, just face it, Donarski was hungry for shots because there were so few and far between of getting the ball swung around to her. Last year she would have shot that, but this year it's scoring by committee. So everyone's trying to make the extra pass the ball so everyone can get a better shot.
Ustby from the elbow, off the front iron. Been a tough shooting night for her, 0 for 5 from the floor. Donarski guarding Hall, knocks it away, and it's going to be picked up.
Yeah, in all honesty, 0 for 5, that's not a tough shooting night. That's just getting warm. If you're expected to be the leading scorer on the team, 0 for 5 is not enough. You got to be 0 for 10, 0 for 12.
Volume.
You got to have more volume. You got to get them up.
Thomas off the mark, but an offensive rebound and a fresh shot clock for Carolina. Kelly will reset just inside the three-point line. In and out, can't get the hometown roll. Seahawks have done a better job as this game has gone on of keeping Carolina off the offensive glass.
Yeah.
Keep turning it over, though, and that's going to be another one off the foot of Fitch.
Like you said, they've done a better job of keeping them off the glass. They're doing gang rebounding, boxing out as a team, working. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 people boxing out one player at a time just to keep them away from the glass. But like you say, down here in the offensive end, they need to do a better job of executing their plays. And right now, the nerves should be gone. Right now, the nerves should be gone. They should be really focusing on getting quality shots.
3 subs for Courtney Banghart's team. Both sides have played 11 so far in the game. Grant with a Euro step, kick out for 3, good. Kelly is 3 of 5 from beyond the arc.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's the exact same spot she hit the second one.
As a team, Carolina has 6 triples. Some trouble here as Henderson picked up her dribble. Hollifield through some traffic and an illegal screen. Foul against UNCW, gives it back to Carolina.
Now, in my opinion, that turnover was caused by number 24 not being aggressive and being a threat to score the ball. Right now, she's trying to pass in too much heavy traffic. She got the ball in the block, but she didn't look to score. So she needs to make a move, face up, be a threat, shoot the ball.
Toomey showing some range with the 3 for Carolina, has it go in and out. Quickly back the other way, trying to get it down low. Pelayo has it knocked away. It'll stay with the Seahawks though. A couple more subs come in. Fitch back in for the Seahawks. Crisp for Carolina. Talk about scored by committee for the Heels. 11 players, 9 of them have at least a point.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around.
5-second violation.
Great pressure.
Athletic bodies make it tough to get that ball in on the baseline.
Yeah. Athleticism and length is very hard to play against. And Carolina has both of them.
Nice give it go. Toomey can't finish. It'll be blocked and knocked out of bounds. Stays with Carolina though. Just got to keep that ball higher there.
Keep it higher. Also, it seems like she rolled a little bit slow on that roll to the rim. You got to be aggressive. They always say you have to be aggressive, violent, almost violent, like going to the basket. You have to expect contact. And if they're there, you're gonna get fouled. If not, you're aggressive going to the rim. You're gonna make that basket.
Dangerous pass on the inbound, almost taken away, but it'll be a foul against UNCW. That'll put Hull at the free throw line.
5th team foul. Entering the game for the Seahawks, number 1, Mary Frito.
Tough little collision.
2 for the Tar Heels, number 4, Layla Hull.
Hull almost averaged a double-double in high school, 22.5 points, 8.3 rebounds per game before suffering an injury, having to redshirt last season for Carolina.
Wow.
Struggles continue at the free throw line for the Heels.
Yeah, it seems like Hall has a little bit of a limp coming up the floor right now.
Seahawks into their system. Forcing Hall to play defense, able to work through some screens. And a bad miss from the Seahawks. Under a minute to go here in the half. Grant Zubik, full crisp to me for Carolina. It's going to be a three from Zubik off the back iron.
And Hall has to do a better job of actually setting that screen. On that situation, she flared out and went for a go screen and tried to get the ball moving side to side. But ultimately, Carolina has had success getting downhill to the basket when they had the opportunity. So if Hall sets that screen, they'll allow Chris to get to the rim.
About a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock as Fitch can't get that one from close range.
Good move by Fitch. Hall with her length calls her to miss that shot.
Grant almost got the finger roll to go. Last second heave for UNCW, and they're not going to get it off. It'll go out of bounds with 0.2 seconds on the clock. Do you like that move from Grant there? Saw an open lane instead of waiting till the clock got deep?
I do. It shows aggression. It shows you're still trying to fight and be in the game. UNCW has to do a better job.
Also has got 3 rebounds to go along with those 2 blocks you saw. Carolina right off the bat, going to go down low for Blanca Thomas, the freshman. Misses, but gets her own rebound. And then the whistle comes in.
Yeah, right
against her.
Right on cue. Carolina starting in the second half is just the same way they did the first half, trying to establish the inside game first. Going inside to Blanca Thomas. She just couldn't find the easy basket on that attempt.
That's her 4th foul.
Yeah.
Played just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's part of the adjustment and growth.
Part of being a freshman. You gotta learn not to foul.
Zelaya straightaway 3 in and out.
Nice touch.
That shot by Zelaya looked really good. On line, on point, just wouldn't fall for her.
Seahawks just 5 of 26 in the game after the first half. Donarski finds Kelly open for an elbow 3. She's going to go to the free throw line this time.
That's tough. And UNCW starting off the second half with a zone of 1-3-1 again. Hopefully trying to throw Carolina a monkey wrench in their system, trying to slow them down.
When you're an offense and you see a team constantly changing up their defenses, is that something you've got to keep your mind tuned? Like, hey, this time down the court, it might be a different look. We've got to be ready.
Yeah, and it's not just the five players on the court. It's the whole team. Everyone on the bench, even the coaching staff, should recognize when the opposing team changes up their defense, and it's their job to call it out, to make the reads easier for the players on the court.
Shot of Nicole Woods, 2nd season as the head coach for UNCW. I liked when we talked with her, she talked about basketball and, you know, building the program, but it was more about just on the court there.
Yeah, and Coach Woods, yeah, she talked about the 6 keys. And I'll be honest, I can't remember all 6 of them, but initially it was just saying she wants to build better people than basketball players. It's her job as a coach to instill in them the values of hard work and discipline, and also being a good person. And so that's one of her main objectives, being in UNCW, is not only win games, but to create good people.
Good closeout from Thomas as she gets the block, and a loose ball foul to come in late. That'll be against Hollifield.
Second team foul in the 3rd quarter. Basketball.
Carolina showing her length. Blanca Thompson again showing her length.
All 6'5" of that frame.
Using 6'5" of that frame.
Towson directing traffic, needs some help. Kelly has that ball draw up away from her, picked up by Carolina though. Donarski wide open. She's got another one.
And if there's one person who you should know your scouting report on, is Donarski. You can't leave her open, especially on the break.
She's got 12 in the game on 3 of 8 shooting. Into the paint, Hall kicks it out. There's a 3 for UNCW.
Great driving kick by Hall.
There's Taussig, little floater, short.
I've been really impressed with Carolina. They non-stop pressure defense the entire game. Great job of really opposing it well.
They've been able to switch too. Let's take another look at Carolina scrambling around after that loose ball, finding Donarski.
Yep. Like I said, that's someone you should never leave open.
Off the inbound, Henderson going to draw the foul.
And Henderson's doing a good job of being aggressive. Like I said before, it is her job to try to figure out a way to put points on the board for the team, and so she has to be aggressive, put her head down and drive to the basket, get some shots up.
Picked as a preseason second team All-CAA.
Yep. Leading scorer last game versus the Hokies. She did a great job of attacking the basket and being aggressive. She's got to continue that. Try to get herself back on track the second half.
1 for 2 at the free throw line as Thomas gets the rebound. Not a lot of minutes for Thomas, a lot of fouls, a lot of rebounds though. That was her 8th of the game.
That's fantastic.
Turnover from Carolina. That's just the 3rd of the game. Something that Courtney Banger and her staff have got to be pleased with so far, taking care of the ball.
UNCW has to do a better job of trying to run back at Carolina, try to apply the pressure to them, see what happens. They've done a, right there, great job of running back, driving, stealing the ball from behind, getting that steal right there. So maybe they can replicate that and try to get themselves back in the game. Now they're in a 2-3. They just switched up their defenses again.
Donarski and Taussig, top of the screen, almost knocked away. Ustby picks it up. Ustby kicks it to Donarski, near side, good.
Same spot, same result. You can't overhelp a trick off the shooter. And right now,
14 for her now.
Yeah, Ustby hasn't shown the ability to knock down that mid-range open shot. All of her assists have been off driving kicks.
Zelaya has another one halfway down and kick back out. Quickly back the other way, looking for another. Donarski off the mark straight away.
That was a
loose
heat
ball
check.
rebound though.
And Carolina's just been the aggressor all night. They were first to the floor, first to the rebounds. They've been picking up full court.
Taussig can't get it to go, but Thomas will get the offensive rebound and foul.
9th rebound right there.
Foul is called number 22, Evan Miller. That's her second. 3rd team foul in the 3rd quarter. To the line to shoot 2 for the Tar Heels.
Sent Thomas to the free throw line for the 2nd time this evening. Maybe the one spot that Courtney Banghart would like to see things get a little better is their free throw shooting. Just 11 for 21 now for Carolina.
Yeah, that's been a sore spot for them tonight is their free throw shooting. And that all just comes from concentration. A free throw is exactly what it sounds like. It's free. It's a free shot. You got to go step up to the line, have confidence in yourself, focus, and knock it down.
29-point Carolina lead. They've been in control the whole way as Donarski knocks that one away. Loose ball is going to be picked up by the Heels. Donarski around one defender, finishes. For the 2nd-year Tar Heel as she picks up yet another steal. Carolina with 8 so far in this match as they have a 31-point lead. Carolina's season opener. She's already beat that with 16 here tonight.
Great three-point shooter, and that's what she does. Her team's doing a great job of finding her an easy spot. And right here, she said, hey, I'm not a three-point shooter. Excuse me, Euro myself to the basket for easy layup.
6 of 9 overall from the field. You see 4 triples for her in the game. She's added in some defense as well. As the Tar Heels have themselves a big lead. And in a game like this, it's really easy to kind of forget about what you're working towards because of that big lead.
Yep.
How do you stay locked in as a player?
Yep. Well, that happens from 2 things. From your coach instilling, hey, you're not as good as what you think you are. You still have hard work to do. You still have things you want to accomplish in this game. And 2, from maturity from your players. And that starts with your leader, with Ustby. Is Ustby shows that she's locked in and playing hard, the rest of the team will follow.
Toomey with a nice little baseline jumper.
Great shot by Toomey. She's finally starting to get herself some rhythm, knocking down jump shots.
Carolina shooting much better in this half, 44%. Shot clock down for 10 for the Seahawks. Miller with 2 Tar Heels on her is going to get the little turnaround to finish.
Great move, great run. I call that the rondo finish, a show, turn around and shoot the jump shot. Great finish by Taylor.
Ustby working on Miller, tries a little fade away herself, can't get it off the back iron. Whoa. Loose ball. Ustby got to it first. That's going to be a foul against the Seahawks. Referee's trying to figure out exactly what the call is, and it will be a foul coming in. That'll be against Henderson. That'll be her 3rd.
That's tough.
And it'll send us to our media timeout. Tar Heels out in front at 31. It doesn't take long for the schedule to get real for Carolina. And by it doesn't take long, I mean, it's just around the corner.
Yeah.
Number 2, UConn on the schedule. And listen, that's a matchup from last year.
Yep.
Carolina played them really tough in that game.
They did. They did. Carolina, and with UConn, UConn's gonna get everyone's best shot. And Carolina's not a slouch, but they have their hands cut out. Sorry, they have their hands full with UConn. So they have to go out there. They have to play the perfect game.
Battle for Atlantis also upcoming on the schedule. That's somewhere you've been able to go when you were at Carolina as well?
Yeah.
Favorite trip?
No. Honestly, no. My favorite trip was Maui. Maui was awesome.
It had to have been one of those early season tournaments.
Yeah, but besides the seasickness part, because that was my first time actually being on a boat, and I know it's crazy. I'm a Florida kid. I've never been on a boat up until that point. But being on a boat out in the ocean, that was the worst hour of my life.
Been there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of listeners have too.
Yeah.
Stay on the beach.
Exactly.
Here's a Lion for UNCW down in the paint. Hits the cutter. Out of the basket.
Great pass.
Dobson with the bucket will go to the free throw line.
And it may be a little too late, but UNCW kind of have to go to Zelaya on the mid post, on that elbow block, and try to work off and play off her actions. Because right now, she's done good things when she got the ball in that area.
Well, and you say it might be a little too late, obviously, for this game we're talking, but for a team like UNCW, they're picked to finish 11th in their conference. So they're working on things. They're trying to get some stuff that will be able to be built on as the year goes on.
Yes. And like, you're right. And so this game is all about figuring out what works against high caliber competition. So right now they need to focus on executing plays and pulling those tapes after the game, seeing what works and what doesn't work against great defense. And hopefully they can carry that for the rest of the season.
Kick out three, Zelaya knocks it down. Former Tar Heel hits the third three of the game for the Seahawks.
Great job bringing the Seahawks some life. I love her celebration too.
She's been here, she's done it. Literally, Ustby and one. Good job letting the defense collapse before the kick out.
Kick out, bang, bang, bang.
Entering the game for the Tar Heels, number 0, Lady Grant. And entering for UNC Wilmington, number 8, Isis Finch. To the line to complete the three-point play, number 1, Alyssa.
Four-year player for the Tar Heels, finishing her career off at UNCW.
Yeah, talk about awesome. The ability to leave Chapel Hill, which is a fantastic destination, and then go play your final year of college basketball next to the beach. How cool is that?
Just as long as you don't go on the boat.
Yeah,
like
don't get on the water. Don't get on that boat, July. Don't get on the boat.
Seahawks shooting over 50% for this half, something they've got to be happy with. Just need to cut down on the turnovers as they give another one away. Back the other way, Donarski, open three.
Same spot. Whoa.
Off the front iron, a little bit short for her.
Uh-oh, we got to play her down. Oh, she's going to shake it off, stay in the game. Got to walk it off.
Fitch down behind the play. Zelaya into the paint, has it knocked away by Donarski, but she's going to be whistled for the foul.
Good job with that fast roll by Zelaya, but because I have to critique her, if she would kept that ball high, she got the N1 finish on Donarski.
It'll be on the floor. Not going to be shots yet for UNCW as the Heels, as they did in the first couple of quarters, bring in those young guns.
Yep. Yep. They have the great ability to sub and not lose much offensively.
Grant, Crisp, Cole, all out there for the Heels.
UNCW going big. They have Zelaya and Jalea in the game at the same time.
Get that one down to Palaio, who's going to be fouled.
Crisp
will pick up the foul. Just her second, though. And that'll send the Seahawks to the free throw line. Into the bonus.
And if I'm UNCW hearing that, it's my job to be ultra aggressive this last 2:45. I shouldn't shoot any jump shots unless it's a wide open corner three-point shot. All my attacks are driving to the basket, head down, trying to force the ref to call a foul. Carolina's already in bonus. Why not get to the line, get some points, stop the clock?
Dobson misses the first, has the second go in and out. Fans are happy because they get cookies.
The fans erupted right now for that crumble cookie reward.
Even more happy because Carolina quickly got up court. Toomey finishes. She's got 9.
Great job with Toomey running the lane, getting her head underneath the basket, posting up early, and getting that easy score.
Coach Banghart told you they're looking for singles from her.
Yep.
She had 5 in her collegiate debut against Charleston Southern. Already with 9 today.
Yep.
Maybe they'll start looking for extra base hits soon.
Yeah. Toomey's doing a great job, and I talked to Coach Banghart about it. Toomey has such a great personality and a great outlook on life. She said that even though she struggled in her first game, she said, Coach, on to the next.
Got one on to the next.
Yep, got one on to the next. She has that great mentality, and all players need that next play mentality. Staying positive and just keeping their head, keeping focused, staying positive and focusing on the main thing of basketball.
Zelaya to the free throw line for the Seahawks. 3 points so far as that one rolls in and out.
Wilmington having a tough go at the free throw line.
They started well, 7 for 10, but have gone 0 for 4 since. Zelaya knocks that one down. Talk about things for UNCW to build off of. If you go just by quarters, this has been their best quarter so far. 19-14 in favor of Carolina scoring wise.
Yep. It's been their most active offensively. a lot of cutting with a purpose, a lot of aggressive drives. And even on defense, they're doing a better job of bodying up, as you saw right there, bodying up the defender, being aggressive, not being scared.
Talia pulls down the rebound. Miller has that one knocked away. Grant battles for it and comes away with it. Good movement. Hull stepped out the sideline now.
Doesn't count. The two freshmen had a miscommunication of who was running to the corner first and who was running to the three-point break, and so that's what happened. That was a little mix-up right there.
Zubik and Hull ended up in that same spot.
Same spot. They couldn't separate themselves quick enough.
Minute and a half to go here in the third. Dobson with a baseline jumper.
Great job, I tell you. She's come in. She's giving the UNCW great life off the bench. She's doing a great job, great energy. Whoa.
How about her coach keeping her up there?
Whoa.
Saved that ball from going into the bench. Couldn't save it to stay with her team, though. Great hustle.
Great hustle by everybody. Look at her, look at her, look at her.
She was ready. Coach was ready for her.
Great job, Coach.
That's a trust fall in real life.
Trust fall in real life. She got your back.
But on a serious note, that's a player, that's a play that's going to be noted by that coaching staff.
For sure. It's going to be noted by the coaching staff for the rest of the whole season, honestly. You know, she's giving her all. She's giving her full effort and intensity. She's going out there and playing hard.
Hull had it knocked away, stuck with it. Gets it to go, and then a whistle after the play. Going to go against UNCW.
Her second.
First bucket for Hull in the game.
To the line to shoot two for the Tar Heels will be number 14.
You saw under the basket there, Crisp got a forearm to the back.
Yeah, checked while she was going for the offensive rebound.
She'll be at the free throw line where Carolina, as a team, just 11 for 23 in the game.
Yeah, UNCW, they're fighting, they're scrapping, but also you have to play smart. Got to play a clean game.
Ball bounced about everywhere except for through the rim and rattles out. How about this for Carolina? Every single player that has seen the court has scored except for Towson, but she's got 7 assists.
Wow. Well, she's doing her job in other ways.
11 total have seen the Courtney Banghart squad.
Wow. I don't agree with that call at all.
Didn't seem like there was much contact there from Crisp.
No, not at all. Chris did a great job of beating her to the spot, and she's just a bigger, stronger body. That wasn't a foul at all.
Send Dobson to the free throw line.
But like
referees are working through. This is their second game.
They're working through it
too.
as well. But like I also said, hey, she's doing a great job being aggressive, forcing the referee to call that foul.
Free throw gives her 6 in the game, second on the team for the Seahawks. Make it 7. That's in just 9 minutes.
9 minutes off the bench. She's getting to it.
Grant with a pull-up 3. Can't get it to go. Toomey battling. It's Dobson with the rebound.
With the rebound, pushing the brace. Great pass.
Corner 3, just off the mark. King couldn't get it to go. Toomey with a heads-up play, takes it away. 10th steal for Carolina. About a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. You can see Dobson playing with some confidence here.
Some fire. You know, in times like this, coaches look for who's gonna not give up, who's gonna fight, who's gonna, like they say, who's got the dog in them, who's gonna continue to play hard no matter what.
Crisp able to get around the corner and get the easy bucket as the quarter is going to come to a close. Carolina with a big lead here at home. Their last. Let's see if UNCW can keep up the offensive mojo they picked up in that third quarter. Ustby knocks it away and is going to take it coast to coast. That's her first field goal of the game.
Her first field goal of the game.
For Carolina, you got to feel good having as big of a lead as you do and have gotten the contribution you have from everywhere else, knowing that your big-time player
has struggled.
Just had their first basket.
Yeah, and that's the scoring by committee part. Everyone's doing their job and being aggressive and putting up quality shots. I just want to shout out Dobson. She's doing a Whoa.
Kelly on the miss. Thomas
over the back,
the
but
chair
that was
taken out from under her, and that's her going up with a little person underneath her. Dobson at just 5'7", Thomas 6'5".
Yeah, if I'm being honest, that was a textbook box out. You know, Tia Dobson did a great job getting her butt on Thomas' knees, boxing her out and driving her back. She's a guard. You got to fight like that while you're in the paint.
Towson kicks near side. Donarski, another triple.
Also, if I'm Coach Wood for UNCW, I'm telling you, hey, it is your job. I need somebody to jump inside of Caitlin Donarski's jersey and stay with her.
I just face guard her.
Just face guard her. There's no reason why she should be wide open every single time.
5 threes in the game for Donarski as Thomas picks up the block.
Good job for Thomas not picking up her 5th foul, too.
That's a good point. She had picked up her 4th early in that 3rd quarter.
Yep. Stay tall, use her lane. Got the clean block.
Ustby comes up with another steal. A dozen for Carolina. She'll run the break and look to finish through some contact. Can't do so. As Aliyah gets the loose ball rebound. Whistle coming in against Ustby there.
Yeah, she just got a position on that play right there. Couldn't really get in front, couldn't really stay on the side. Picked up a silly foul.
First half for UNCW, they scored just 16 points. Don't know what was said in the locker room, but they at least changed their mindset. They had 20 in the 3rd quarter alone.
I could imagine it was a couple expletives, a couple rah-rah here and there, and then also, hey, I love you guys, just play hard.
Have you been in that locker room a couple of times?
Well, I mean, do you know the guy I played for? His name was Roy Williams. And no, in all seriousness, Coach Williams had the ability to stare you into submission. He would just give you a look. And man, that's all you needed. Because you knew if you didn't play hard, if you didn't play the right way, it's gonna be trouble in practice.
And that's something that Nicole Woods in her 2nd season with UNCW, she's trying to build what Roy had. It's the culture, right?
Yeah.
He gave you that look. You knew what it was.
It was serious.
Because you saw it before you even became a player for it.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and like you say, it's all about the culture. Culture is so important on basketball teams, in any sport. It's about establishing the principles of how hard you're going to play and how you're going to play the right way. And so for a coach to establish culture, it's a really hard thing to do. But also once you have established that as a coach, it's really good. And your players fall in the line so easily.
Ustby can't get that one to go on the offensive rebound. And Seahawks pick up the loose ball. Here's Henderson finishing with the left hand.
Taylor Henderson.
Tell you what, Ustby's having a rough shooting night. She's 1 of 7 right now. But it hasn't affected her effort. She's playing hard the entire time she's out there. She's moving the ball, playing defense, being a great teammate. So kudos to her for that.
Thomas continuing to be aggressive offensively. Draws the foul, and he'll go against Aliyah. Send Thomas to the free throw line for the 3rd time.
Thomas doing a good job of posting big. Like I said before, she's using her size. She's 6'5". Use your size, be a big target. Put the ball on the floor, take your time, shoot a shot that you know you can make.
Just 1 point, but a couple of blocks and 10 rebounds.
10 rebounds.
Which is the tops for anybody on the floor.
You know, and those are just the freshman lows. The 2nd game of the season, but also the freshmen are going to be inconsistent. You know. That's just what to expect as a freshman. So if I'm her, don't even sweat it. Just continue to play hard.
Donarski guarding Henderson. Low end getting her first action out there for UNCW with Fitch, Hall, and Miller. They'll stay with the Seahawks.
Carolina almost had that trap right there. Good job by Thomas showing out. And she has great feet for a player her size. She has great feet, great foot speed. She has the ability to slide out and get herself in trap position and not pick up silly fouls.
Seen Carolina play 11 so far in today's game, same as their season opener. Do you see that rotation being cut down, I'm sure throughout the year, but against UConn in their next game?
Yeah. Well, I say yes and no, and it all depends on the coach Banghardt's strategy. Do you want to try to keep them fresh and play aggressive the whole game? Or do you want to lean on your veterans more heavily and try to play a tactician type game and try to utilize your best players at all time? You know, so if that's her option, yeah, it'll be cut down to maybe 7, 8 players. But if her goal is to play hard and play fast the entire game, she's going to have to keep as many bodies fresh as possible, and that's going to result in a lot of subs.
Donarski passed up the 3 to finish on one end. Back on the other side, Hall couldn't get it to go.
Throw over top, throw over top. Ah, there it is. Ooh.
A little late getting that one down, and it'll be last touched by Carolina.
That's tough.
Lob on that?
Yeah, that was a bullet. Ustby kind of threw a straight line drive instead of lofting it up to the rim, allowing Blanca to use her height to just jump up there and grab it.
Carolina continuing to play that pressure defense, making it hard to get the ball inbounds. Dobson across midcourt. Here's a 3 from the far side, and then it's going to be good. Henderson with 13.
Great shot by Henderson. And you know, basketball is a simple game. Great, whoa, good shot by Ustby.
Off the back iron as her struggles from the floor continue.
But I don't have a problem with that shot. I don't have a problem. You're wide open in transition. You worked all summer on that 3-point shot. Shoot it.
Carolina knocks it away. Good defense from Thomas, denying the ball down low. Ustby trying to post up. No luck from deep. Comes in a little bit closer. Still,
there it is.
Can't get it to drop.
Shooter got to shoot. Shooter got to. You have to shoot it. Because right now, if you're not going to shoot against UNCW, you're not going to shoot against UConn. So you have to be battle tested and battle ready. And the only way to get those reps is to shoot them now.
Miller knocks down a 3. Her first of the game. She's got 5, and for UNCW, 5 of 12 from deep tonight.
Yeah, the 3 ball is a great equalizer. And me personally, I don't understand why UNCW hasn't shot more 3-point shots.
Dribble drive and a couple of bounces around before it falls for Kelly. 14 for her.
That was a big girl move by Kelly right there. She literally just lowered her shoulder and drove Dotson to the basket.
Under 5 here in the 4th quarter. Dobson inside the 3-point line. Strong and a rebound for Towson. Making 4 rebounds and 8 assists for her. Good defense from Fitch. Tries to get it to her. Miller throws that one away. It'll stay with the Seahawks, though. Carolina on their way to a 2-0 start. North Carolina had a 40-16 lead at the half. UNCW hasn't slowed them down here in this second half, but they sped up themselves. They've kept pace with Carolina.
Yep. This second half, Coach Woods has to be happy with her team with 1, the aggression, and 2, the fearlessness. They've played hard, and they've been more aggressive getting to the basket, and that ultimately helps themselves get back somewhat rhythm into the game. And so to take away the second half, they played really. And that's, for example, right there, Tia Dobson she's kind of sparked the second half resurgence for UNCW with her aggression and just passion she's been playing with all second half.
She's been the catalyst for it all. Hustle play there, gets them the ball back. Just a freshman, Dobson is at a Daytona Beach, and the smallest player in height in terms of this team goes, but I'm gonna guess that by the end of the year, she's probably one of those leaders.
For sure. And it seems like she's gonna be one of the leaders that leads by example. You know, she's out there playing hard right now. She's playing her heart out. And like, even though she's a freshman, it doesn't matter.
I was just gonna ask you, how long does it take for somebody that's a true freshman to come into a team and be able to demand what they put out?
That's a great question, and honestly, just depends on the situation. But just from watching Tia Dobson right now, my first time seeing her, I can tell she's a very passionate person. She works really hard, and she's fearless. And all three of those things combine to make a really good basketball player. So it doesn't matter if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior. If you have those three aspects, you're going to be a really good player no matter what level you're at.
Almost came up with another takeaway. Carolina keeps possession. Chris knocks down the three.
There you go. Chris with a three.
Carolina with 4 different players who have knocked down a three. And for the game, 10 for 29 from deep. Courtney Banghart said, I've got a lot of shooters on this team. She wasn't lying.
A lot of shooters. You know, the crazy part about it is Carolina's almost shooting better from the three-point line than they are doing from the free throw line in this game.
In and out for Miller. It's been a struggle for Carolina overall from the floor, just 38% for the Heels. But to your point, 35% from beyond the arc.
Yep. And as we were talking, Dobson just got a steal again. She stuck her nose in there, got a steal right across the basket. Oh, almost another one. This
Kelly
kid is
comes
playing
down
hard.
with it. The line for Dobson, 8 points, 3 rebounds, an assist. And it's been done in just 15 minutes.
15 minutes off the bench. And if I'm Coach Woods, I'm going to be extremely happy with my freshman. And I'm going to try to do everything I can to replicate that from her.
Fitch trying to baseline, spins on Toomey. Able to get one up, can't get it to go. Toomey has it knocked away almost by Dobson. Smartly, Crisp is just going to slow things down.
Yeah, slow it down, like you say. And on the graphic on the half, Carolina already has 11 turnovers, especially in the second half. They've been getting a little sloppy with the ball. They need to slow it down and continue to execute.
Carolina had just 2 turnovers in the first half, so something that I'm sure that coaching staff will get to them afterwards. And in these games, you've got to imagine that the team that's winning, the coaching staff's going to get there.
Yeah. I mean, and that's their job. They wouldn't be coaches if they weren't nitpicking and trying to get the team better. But you can easily spot that Carolina has gotten a little lax this second half, and they've gotten sloppy with their cuts and their passes. But also, no, I'm not going to say that. Give credit to UNCW. Right there, exactly. They just forced a 5-second call. UNCW's playing a lot harder the second half. They're doing a good job of being their aggressor this second half and saying, hey, you know what? Even though we're slated to lose this game, we're not gonna just come in here and lie down. We're gonna fight.
Turnover gives it back to UNCW. Zelaya with 4. Gonna give it up for Miller. Around the pick, good defense. Knocked it away, but Miller kept with it. She's got 7.
When you play hard, sometimes you get lucky. Miller literally lost that ball on that drive, but she was somehow able to find it and just throw it in for an easy basket.
Floater for Crisp off the front iron in transition. Here's Henderson. Mid-range jumper. Bounces around and comes off. Toomey with the rebound. She's got 8. Close to a double-double for the freshman Toomey with 9 points. Donarski having one of her best nights in a Tar Heel uniform, leading all scorers with 21.
Donarski's played a really good game this game versus UNCW. It's not just from her scoring, simply from her positioning on the court. She's done a good job of getting herself open, making timely cuts, having her hands ready to receive passes, and she's done a good job of knocking out open shots.
Henderson finishes to give her 15 in the game. Kelly across midcourt. Well, 31-point lead at the half. Thought things might get completely out of hand, but UNCW's done a good job of hanging around as that one's off the back iron from Kelly, and the shot clock is turned off.
Yeah, UNCW can hold for the final shot here, but hey, let's see what happens. Oh.
Anderson forced that one up, and it'll be Crisp who will run the clock out as she gets across midcourt. Tar Heels improve to 2-0. UNCW will drop to 0-2 after a 77-50 win for Carolina.
Yeah, UNCW, like I said,